for all to see. Take your candle and go light your world. Take your candle and go light your world. Take your candle and go light your world.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Join Andy Williams, Michael Kerr, and Lennox Smith, the Ground Report team on M1047 as they rip apart the lies, half-truth, and misinformation that the mainstream media never discuss. The Ground Report. Hard-hitting, informative, undiluted, uncompromising, and unfiltered. Monday to Friday on M104.7 FM. Get the raw facts before making any life-changing decisions. Only on The Ground Report.
I reach. Are they ready to fetch?
Yeah, let me go. Only I'm real hungry.
Again?
I'm feeling for some tasty, tender Royal Castle chicken. I could smell a Royal Castle aroma now. The snack box, the chicken, fish, and veggie sandwich combos, the wing combo, king and queen buckets, fries, coleslaw, fresh salad, potato salad.
Alright, we hungry now.
Push me hungry now.
Welcome to Royal Castle's drive-thru.
Hi, good night. Give me a mega meal, please.
Coming up.
This Carnival, live with Royal Castle.
Are you stressed and worried by problems? Then meet Priest Santosh Ji. Priest is specialized in palm, face, photo, date of birth reading, and gives solutions to problems in marriage, relationship, love, business, job, health, and removes all black magic, negativity, bad luck permanently, and gives good luck and lifelong protection. Then call Priest Santosh Ji 384-3844. That's 384-3844.
Get ready for Howie T. Kula Cruise, Soca I Love. On Sunday, January 28th, aboard the Harbour Master, sailing 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. featuring Farmer Nappy. I want to go big people party, make the music take over me. Farmer Nappy. And Showen Winchester.
This is the magic of Calypso. South Trinidad, get ready for Calypso Fiesta, the biggest Calypso showdown. Skinner Park, San Fernando. 40 of the top Calypsonians competing for the title of Calypso Monarch 2024. And don't forget the after party with Raymond Ramnarai and Dilly Nadal.
No kind of stress and no more drama in the all-inclusive.
Super Blue. Johnny King. Barrett. Hosa. Farmer Nappy. Waddix.
We don't beat girl, but we beat from bad.
Iowa George. Culture B.
When I open the container, I get a certain order.
And Viking Dingo.
Let me know what I want, girl. Stop blocking, stop blocking.
Showtime 2 p.m. Early bird tickets are available on islandetickets.com. In the South, tickets available at Athletes by the Park, Sion's Bar in Curas, Suddy's, WAC Radio, and the Tuco's South Office. In the North, Crosby's in St. James, and the Tuco's North Zone Office. In the East, tickets available at Michelle, Tuco's East Zone Office, and the Tuco's Head Office. In 2024, history will be made, and new, wonderful surprises will be revealed. Get ready for the magic of Calypso. Saturday, February 3rd, Skinner Park in San Fernando. Prepare your cruise for Calypso Fiesta.
Are you stressed and worried by problems? Then meet Priest Santosh Ji. Priest is specialized in palm, face, photo, date of birth reading, and gives solutions to problems in marriage, relationship, love, business, job, health, and removes all black magic, negativity, bad luck permanently, and gives good luck and lifelong protection. Then call Priest Santosh Ji 384-3844. That's 384-3844.
Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. Shop at ADC Supermarket, Cleaver Road. A very comfortable and clean environment. These prices are unbelievable. Come see for yourself. We have the best alcohol prices. Don't miss out. Get those specials on liquor. Put food on your table with ADC Supermarket, conveniently located at number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima. Every Friday and Saturday is real vibes and live entertainment from your very own DJ Christian on Friday and Saturday. Everyone is talking about ADC Supermarket. Shop in comfort and in a clean environment with the best prices for all your grocery needs. Secured parking. Remember, free delivery. Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. ADC Supermarket, number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima.
Kaiso Caravan will be at the La Jolla Complex in Joseph on the 26th and 27th of January for a touch of class, vintage and more. And on the 1st of February, we will be at the Bishop Ansty High School, Twin City for Culture Fusion with sweet musical vibes from Johnny Kid, Cardinal, Barry, The Stinger, Sexy Susie, Ninja, Dirty Curty, Tiny, Blackie, and so much more. Music by Ricardo and the Sunshine Band. Background vocals by the Caravan Gym. MC Godfrey Pierre. Show starts at 8 p.m. Tickets cost $200. Who say Calypso Day? They gotta be joking.
West Shore Medical Private Hospital is a pillar of strength in healthcare in Trinidad and Tobago. Your needs and those of your loved ones are of paramount importance to us. That is why we always put our patients first. As a leader of quality private healthcare, our world-class hospital is fully equipped with state-of-the-art medical technology. Above all, our knowledgeable and friendly team of professionals is proud and happy to take care of you. West Shore Medical Private Hospital. Healthcare with a heart.
Job in the band, KFC on the stage, job on the streets. We ready, saving for the mass, saving for Jubilee. KFC is the way. Everybody come for the job box, KFC job box. For savings and carnival, our passion is golden. Every moment brings out the best in us.
This carnival, get the Jab box. 1 piece of chicken, 1 regular fries, and a biscuit for only $25. KFC, it's finger licking good.
In the heart of the Queen's Park Savannah lies the Kaiso House Calypso tent, where the spirit of Calypso thrives. This Wednesday, January 24th, it's Judges Night. Kaiso House welcomes Calypso enthusiasts from all walks of life. Thursday, January 25th, brings a special performance by the electrifying Viking Ding Dong. This Friday, January 26th, we head down south for a clash with Calypso Showcase at City Hall in San Fernando. And on Saturday, January 27th, prepare to groove to the soulful sounds of Farmer Nappy in an extraordinary performance. All shows start at 8 p.m. So come be part of this unforgettable celebration this carnival season. Kaiso House, uniting the rhythm of the people.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith. The Ground Report, the ground report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The Ground Report, the ground report.
I would think that there's been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will will exit the company. All.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Disclaimer. More FM Limited, its owners and associates, accepts no responsibility for statements made by the talk show hosts or their guests. More FM Limited does not endorse any of the information provided during this commercially booked segment as the truth. That you have to judge for yourself. We, however, reserve the right to question statements made. But in this time of misinformation, government-controlled media, and corruption, it is sometimes hard to get the truth. But we must try. It is not our intention to discriminate or annoy anyone. We believe it is our constitutional right to free speech, to voice our opinion, and our duty to the population and country to expose the truth. More FM Limited takes no responsibility for the opinions of others.
I was going to the Oval one evening and I stopped as it was drizzling and a radio station was on. And on that radio station, which wasn't my favorite station, but it was on in the vehicle I was in, a most vulgar and outrageous radio program was on the airwaves called The Ground Report. You all remember that? In that report, it was the nastiest, dirty. As a matter of fact, what caught my attention was how filthy the program was on our airwaves. And I was asking myself, how could this be permitted on the airwaves of Trinidad and Tobago, election or no election? And it was all about me and my father and my mother and this, and I had raped this and I had done that, and the Ground Report. They want to know what the plan is? The plan is to put an end to this. And annoying me in the intervening period. You know what time I get up in the morning? I go to bed between 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. I get up at daybreak. And when I get up nervous many times. Because what's going to happen to us as a people today? And all of a sudden they're concerned about debt in the country. They're concerned about who hungry. They're concerned about who's starving. They're concerned about... Just give me a break. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Gary Aboud. I am the Corporate Secretary of Fishermen and Friends of the Sea, Trinidad and Tobago. We went under the Freedom of Information to the Ministry of Energy and we got the exact data. For 4 years, Petrotrin did not rely on government subventions. So 2016, 17, 18, Petrotrin were not given 1 penny from central government. But yet the Prime Minister and members of his cabinet kept speaking about Petrotrin like that they were going to sink the national economy, saying that if they were kept going, they would lose $2 billion a year.
The government is not closing down Petrotrin. And in case you were just opening your fridge and you didn't hear that when you closed the door, let me repeat it. The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
Dr. Ali said the single payment of a US $850 million bond, which matures in August 2019, plus the $700 million that the company is due to repay shortly after, was the basis on which he knew decisive action on Petrotrin's future could no longer be put off.
In short, the Petrotrin fix was always seen to be bad for politics, and even one's political survival. But we have arrived at a place now where its ongoing failure threatens the national survival. The refining assets of Petrotrin can now be put in a separate company for opportunity attention. The OWTU will be given the first option to own and operate it if they wish.
So when people talk about Petrotrin bringing in US dollars, that is a completely false narrative. It was not a net earner of foreign exchange. It was draining the country's reserves.
But then, if that were true and Dr. Rowley's statements were genuine, then why is there no evidence of any subvention to keep the company afloat in 2016, 17, and 18? And when they were paid in 2019, $1.2 billion from the Ministry of Finance, that was specifically to pay severance. So, are we being run by a government with integrity? Is the public interest being served by officers duly elected who are concerned about the welfare of the least privileged, or are they ambitiously seeking to become the most privileged? These are serious questions, and for those of you who listen to our presentation, I beg you to answer in your heart and in your conscience. When you go to the hospital and see sick people waiting 10 hours, how do you feel? When you go to take a bus and the bus doesn't come, how do you feel? When you drive on the road and you break your axle because the road isn't repaired, when you see WASA paying $1.5 million a day for salt water, desalinated water, and you see so much leaks, how do you feel? When you see a Prime Minister passing legislation that himself and the President should be paid their full salary for the duration of their lives as pension, but everybody else gets less, how do you feel? When you are lied to and have to pay triple for the price of oil and gas, when we had a company that could have produced and exported and kept our economy on a robust and vibrant status, how do you feel? When you see a private company that is secret, that no one knows who the owners are, making $400 and $500 million a year, selling oil and gas to ships, profits that should have been going to the national treasury, how do you feel? When the application for that company was made 6 months before Petrotrin closed, when the applicants, Dr. Rowley's close friend, would not have known or should not have known of the planned closure of Petrotrin. When you are lied to and told that Petrotrin is sinking the economy, when for 3 consecutive years not a penny was paid in subventions, how do you feel? Well, for me, I feel like everybody's going to want to give me licks because they're going to say I should keep quiet, don't interfere with the big wigs, they will kill me, they will shoot me. But I feel sad when I see children fighting that don't have proper education, when I see people suffering, pensioners, when I see the Blind Welfare Association underfunded, PAVI, I don't feel good. I don't feel proud. I don't feel patriotic. And I call on you to say something. Speak about this video. Share this video. Thank you for listening.
Next time you're talking with someone who doesn't think it's a problem that more and more of the nation's wealth and income are going to the top.
You have to find a way that you encourage the rich to get richer, because in getting richer, they create opportunities for the poor. Opportunity.
Mention these 7 economic fundamentals. Number 1, workers are consumers. Number 2, consumer spending accounts for 70% of all economic activity in the United States. Number 3, people at the top spend a much smaller portion of their incomes than people in the middle class and below. Number 4, so when most of the economic gains go to the top, there's not enough purchasing power to keep the economy moving. Number 5, which means that in order to have sufficient demand for goods and services, a larger share of total income has to go to the middle class and the poor. Number 6, which requires a higher minimum wage, a bigger earned income tax credit, lower taxes on the middle class and the poor, financed by higher taxes on the wealthy, and stronger unions capable of negotiating higher wages. 7, these don't hurt the wealthy. It's not a zero-sum game. In fact, the wealthy will do better with a smaller share of a rapidly growing economy than they're doing now with a large share of an economy that's barely growing at all. These are the 7 economic fundamentals.
I must stop you here. I was trying to follow you, but you're losing me. Because I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, that is so cliched. I'm not really trying to interfere with the bridge between the rich and the poor, because there's nothing wrong with the rich getting richer, but the poor must come out of poverty. Right? So
well, that's kind of bridging the gap, you know.
That is the equation. It's not a seesaw where one has to go down for the other one to come up. You have to find a way that you encourage the rich to get richer, because in getting richer, they create opportunities for the poor. Opportunity. And of course, if one wants to take advantage of opportunities that are made available, one has to prepare oneself. To make the sacrifice, to make the effort, because out of effort will come reward. So it's not a simple up and down situation. It is that you have a target of ensuring that no one is left behind and that there's opportunity for everyone to move up.
One of the things
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. A pleasant good morning to all and sundry, East, West, North, South, Central, our friends in Tobago, and wherever you are, streaming on the World Wide Web. A pleasant good day to you. Yes, Mikey will join us in a bit. I hope that bit will mean a serious bit, because of course quite a number of items are on my plate this morning, and that requires, of course, my attention. And I sometimes I wish I could be 3 or 4 persons in one, but the reality is that that is not the case. That being as it may, and I know that some of you will empathize with that. Well, of course, Andy continues, of course, on his sabbatal, and well, of course, in the fullness of time, we'll get an update as to what is happening there. A very good morning, of course, top of the morning as well, to, of course, our good friend Newbie, the technical director, who, of course, is doing a wonderful job. Yesterday, I realized that it was due to circumstances beyond our control. Digicel, in fact, had some and has announced some benefits to be offered to persons who would have been affected by the poor, should I say, service that was provided yesterday during some part of the day. They have acknowledged that. I only knew that this morning when I read the newspaper. But of course, that being as it may, we continue to treat with the matters of the day. Carnival notwithstanding, the fact of the matter is that we have a serious issue of government governance and the use of our resources, transparency, accountability, and we continue, of course, to hear as if it is deja vu, as if it is, of course, surreal when we hear hear me now, the Minister of Health. Oh boy, let me just get rid of that. I don't know why. Yes, the Minister of Health telling us in a most repetitious as well as reminiscent scenario of what transpired in 2020 when he's telling us, don't be too bothered, the virus will not be here. Yeah, he is at it again. And of course, once they say that, you know that you have, of course, to mask up, and you have, of course, to avoid situations where you have quite a large number of persons gathering. I suppose he is saying that because they have Carnival in mind and they don't want it to flop. So they don't mind risking, of course, the lives of citizens in order to, of course, achieve. But he was wearing a mask when he was talking that kind of talk. So people, of course, gear up once this government says that something is afoot, and understand that the opposite is the case. They told us the economy was going good, but of course we know it is bad. They tell us that unemployment is 3%, but we know it is much higher than that. They told us that, of course, at one point in time, that the number of persons that they would have registered from Venezuela seeking asylum here or seeking refugee status here was only 14,000, I believe it was, and it has turned out to be almost 100,000. So really and truly, this government has in fact collapsed. They have a deficit in terms of the truth speaking, and therefore the population is now firmly in the position to say that this group of individuals are not just dishonest, not just incompetent, and not just impotent, and not just ill-prepared, but certainly needs to, of course, get out of office. And the way to do that is by forcing Dr. Rowley to call an election earlier rather than later. But if later it is, well, of course, the more what I consider to be recriminations and the higher degree of, for whatever better term, punishment that will be delivered by the population onto this group of individuals who clearly have demonstrated their inability to manage the affairs of Trinidad and Tobago. That being as it may, of course, THA picks six-man team to develop Tobago Development Bank. Yes, indeed. And then, of course, we have a number of other issues. San Fernando vendors protest high street ban. The mayor must go. Well, the mayor looked for that. Mom of engineer killed in iron plant. Yeah, and plant mishap. Well, better God take my boy. Of course, that was the engineer at that local consortium who have taken over the iron and steel plant at Point Lisas. Well, another tragedy and loss of life in the process as well. And the mother of that young man is asking, because when she see the vegetable state that he apparently will be in or is in, of course, he has succumbed from his injuries. So we see how that developed, and of course that is reminiscent of what we saw with respect to those four divers, and of course the victim of the Naikwan explosion. We must not forget that at all. And of course the government involvement and the clandestine way that they treat with reports of that nature. In the case of Naikwan, even though Republic Bank, effectively the government's bank, because of the CLICO bailout results, the court order ventilated in court. Well, it's the bank of the people, and here it is. Of course, they are saying that matter of that nature, that is to say, the explosion that caused the death of that Massey employee, the population must not get any information relating to the final report. Well, one can build into that whatever you will, but the fact of the matter is that once it is connected to this government, oh, what's happening here, bro? So that people, let me just take over this. All right, so I thought I had done so earlier. Yes, well, when you have this kind of clandestine and undercover expressions by this administration, you know that we are in trouble in terms of the fight to regain our democracy. That being as it may, yes, Panorama semis in memory of Patrick Arnold. Well, of course, that speaks for itself, but the one with Marshall, I think that was that is a surprise, because he said that he was not going to participate in this year's carnival. Well, Marshall, not too old to Calypso, so I understand that he's participating in the Calypso, not soca, Calypso competition. That would be very interesting, because he said that, of course, he was born, as far as his career is concerned, from Calypso, that has migrated or metamorphosized into soca and other genre that he has been experimented with. And of course, he's doing some studies now. I think his master's in Carnival, something of that nature. So we look forward to seeing him in that not so recent vein in terms of Calypso. So let's see how he will fare. I understand that he will be going to the various competitions as well. Kangaloo to President's medal winners give back to Titi, become teachers or police officers. Well, I don't think anybody with a degree as a consequence of a scholarship would want to, of course, gravitate to that profession, even though, of course, persons who are in these professions have, of course, developed some higher end, I should say, academic achievements, but that was why they were in fact inside of the police or the teaching service, and having, of course, experience and get the experience, they then, of course, pursue higher education, or they pursue their degree or masters, as the case may be. But to come in with a masters, and I don't think that is a practical advice to give. But that is Kangaloo's admonition, I suppose. A police commissioner faces another promotion lawsuit. Yes, about 100, I think about 100 of them are saying that, listen, your intention is to try to pull back the promotion that was given before, because these officers were asked to meet with a particular senior officer, and I suppose it was to break, they believe it was to break the bad news to them that their corporal status will now be reverted to constable, and therefore they have taken legal action to preempt that. They're saying that they deserve it, and they should not be the victim of any mishap as far as the administration is concerned. We see how that unfolds. UWI opens campus to rebrand, open campus to rebrand to reduce dollar costs. Well, of course, that is the open campus programs of the UWI. Those of you who might be familiar, certainly they're saying that it is not cost effective. They are unable to, of course, meet their basic needs, and therefore they have to rebrand, maybe increase the fees, etc., and use other cost-cutting mechanisms in order to keep at least some semblance of a open campus agenda or program existing. CCJ throws out Apsara Barbados, of course, a $22 million insurance claim. That is possibly a landmark decision by the Caribbean Court of Justice, the appellate court for Barbados. The ultimate, of course, for Trinidad, we have not yet joined it, so we are still with the Privy Council. So we see what's happening there. Let's finish with this one. Sangre Grande man on bond for a chopping man he found in his house. Well, you know, these human situations, emotions flare. Fellas feel that they are, of course, cheated by some woman, as the case may be, and sometimes women by men, but in none of these circumstances give anybody a right to, of course, injure or in any way use their more powerful position, depending on the circumstance, to effect something that may require or could have been resolved by simply talking. To use physical force, I think it is something that is barbaric and requires, of course, the full force of the law to at least deter, if not eliminate. That being as it may, of course, no need for more highway lanes. Of course, that is the opinion of some writer who is saying that there's no need for that, and there's another school of thought that speaks to the rapid rail reintroduction. It represents the recycling or the cyclical presence now of the businessmen, the 1% and the 1%ers who are now saying that they are promoting rapid rail now, having, of course, encouraged a previous PNM government, of course, to dismantle the rail system that was existing in years gone by for the importing vehicles, etc. Now that market apparently has been exhausted, they want to get back, of course, to rapid rail and again make a pound and a crown. It is about, of course, their own bottom line, so to speak, and their bank account. Planning Minister welcomes, of course, a rubber crumb project. That is, of course, the utilization of recycled, or should I say not recycled, but of course discarded tires to make items, to produce what I consider to be fragments and so on, in order to be part and parcel of the road resurfacing program. Let's go straight to the lines as well. We have a caller there. All right, so we open up the lines. I think we have some other things that we would want to address, but good morning. So we go to the lines.
Chinese restaurant is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. 67 Western Main Road, St. James, opposite Standards. Serving local breakfast items like sada, fry bake, roast bake, and pies. With all your favorite local fillings. Assorted lunches available from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Get pilau for $25 or get combination lunches from $25 to $40. They also have soup specials as well as crab and dumpling. From 6 p.m. have dinner on the pavement a la carte with burgers, fried nuggets, gyro, and just about anything you can think about. Call 382-9347 to place your order. Shiny and Ari, Main Road, St. James, open 7 days a week.
The big question today, how much will my electricity bill increase? Stop worrying. Act now. Replace your bulbs with energy efficient LED bulbs now available at Trinity Light. When you purchase 4 60-watt LED bulbs for $112.50, you get 2 absolutely free. That's right, absolutely free. Or purchase 3 100-watt LED bulbs for the same price and get 1 100-watt LED bulb free. Trinity also has the following options. Purchase 2 4-foot LED tubes or 1 8-foot or 2 LED colored bulbs for the same price, $112.50. At Trinity, we also stock specialty items and a wide range of electrical supplies for all your household, medical, marine, commercial, and much more. Any hard to find bulbs or parts, we can source it locally or internationally. Check us out at 123 Western Main Road in St. James. Call 628-8373, WhatsApp 461-8620, or email trinityeTC@yahoo.com.
This is the magic of Calypso. South Trinidad, get ready for Calypso Fiesta, the biggest Calypso showdown. Skinner Park, San Fernando. 40 of the top Calypsonians competing for the title of Calypso Monarch 2024. And don't forget the after party with Raymond Ramnarai and Dilly Nadan.
No kind of stress and no more drama in the all-inclusive.
Super Blue. Johnny King. Barrett. Hosa.
You can hold up one man, I hold up one man, I get down on the floor.
Farmer Nappy.
How I live it.
Radix.
We don't beat girl, but we beat somebody. We beat somebody.
Iowa George. Culture Beef.
When I open the container, I get a certain order.
And Viking Ding Dong.
Let me know what I want, girl. Stop blocking, stop bumper blocking.
Showtime 2 p.m. Early bird tickets are available on islandtickets.com. In the South, tickets available at Athletes by the Park, Sion's Bar in Curas, Suddy's, WAC Radio, and the Tuco's South Office. In the North, Crosby's in St. James, and the Tuco's North Zone Office. In the East, tickets available at Michelle, Tuco's East Zone Office, and the Tuco's Head Office. In 2024, history will be made and new wonderful surprises will be revealed. Get ready for the magic of Calypso. Saturday, February 3rd, Skinner Park in San Fernando. Prepare your cruise for Calypso Fiesta.
Hey, you! Yes, you! Need quality printing at affordable prices? Then look no further. At Graphic Source, we've got you covered. Take your project to the next level for all your designs and printing needs. From t-shirt printing to labels, signs, and banners. Look no further. Business stamps, flyers, tickets, and invites, just to name a few. With 2 convenient locations. Eastern Main Road, St. Augustine, opposite Massey's Doors. And Arima Shopping Center, Broadway Street, Arima. Contact us today. 342-2664, 270-0428, or 360-8917. Graphic Source, your #1 source. You name it, we design it and print it.
NYC Cookery Gas and MB Entertainment presents Breakfast in Brooklyn. It's a semi-inclusive bottle package available event with some of the best soca artists in the business and DJ. Coming in July. It's the ultimate breakfast party in Brooklyn. Tickets available at frontlineticketing.com with live performances by the Mao Brothers. For more details, check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Coming soon. Date to be announced. Breakfast in Brooklyn.
The rainy season is here, so be weather smart and change your tires to handle the nation's wet roads. After all, you don't want to be the one to cause any accidents, do you? So why not check out Racetrack Wheels right now? They're the only one that gives you quality tires to hold the road properly. And to top it off, Racetrack Wheels carries all sizes of tires for all makes of vehicles. They are the sole distributors for Salem and Achilles tires. These tires carry a full manufactured warranty and is the #1 tire for comfort and performance in this rainy weather. We have the latest rims in all sizes, all at drastically low prices. We also do blank wheels that could be drilled to your vehicle specification. It's all about new technology and keeping ahead of the game.
So hurry on down to Racetrack Wheels, 3 locations: 330 Eastern Main Road, Aruca, 82 Bethany Road, Bucco, Tobago, and 64th Southern Main Road, Chase Village. Or call 285-9168.
So my friend, take it from me and be weather smart this season and change your tires right now at Racetrack Wheels.
Get ready for Howie T. Cooler Cruise, Soca I Love. On Sunday, January 28th, aboard the Harbor Master, sailing 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., featuring Farmer Nappy. Farmer Nappy. And Show in Winchester. Carl South from Canada, Beats by Robin, and Kevin Baker. TNT's #1 female combo, Reese T. and Whitney Husband. MC Biggs, Selector Skull, TC, and Howie T. Howie T. Dress code, white, black, and blue. Soca I Love.
Give me prescription, a bottle of rum.
Tickets cost $250. Get them now at Fats International, Trinity Mall, and Arima. New Luna Bar, Aruca, Sour Tea, Bobby's Bar, Curas, Sion's Bar, San Fernando.
I don't mind if you want to give me a moment.
Kirby's Kitchen, Busy Corner, Chagonas, Revive Beauty Bar, McCoy Lights, Caliente Bar, Curat, Roadside Cafe San Juan, and Amanda's Grill, Excellent City Water Space. Soca I Love. Get ready. 104.7 FM is the official station for Soca I Love.
In the heart of the Queen's Park Savannah lies the Kaiso House Calypso tent, where the spirit of Calypso thrives. This Wednesday, January 24th, it's Judges Night. Kaiso House welcomes Calypso enthusiasts from all walks of life. Thursday, January 25th, brings a special performance by the electrifying Viking Ding Dong. This Friday, January 26th, we head down south for a clash with Calypso Showcase at City Hall in San Fernando. And on Saturday, January 27th, prepare to groove to the soulful sounds of Farmer Nappy in an extraordinary performance. All shows start at 8 p.m. So come be part of this unforgettable celebration this carnival season. Kaiso House, uniting the rhythm of the people.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We are back. Time check is just about, let's say, 6:48. Yes. And of course, that will put you where 5, 10, let's say just about 14 minutes to the hour of 7 o'clock. And we are, of course, open up the lines now. We have opened up the lines and we'll take your calls. Of course, don't forget the numbers to call. 229-0251, 229-0251, 239-5120, 239-5120. And of course, WhatsApp us, tell us, give us your mind if you may be a bit timid to, of course, talk to us directly. The number to call, WhatsApp us, of course, at 366-3053, 366-3053. Yes, so the lines are open and we would love to hear your own comments. Good morning.
Morning, Lennox. Morning,
yes, good morning.
Mikey K. And morning, Andy. Oh, God, all the best, all the best. Now, yes, I want to talk to the companies and them because, you know, the front burners and then keep burning and we cannot forget it. Just imagine this. All your companies, the CEO and everybody else in high places, in position in the company. Just imagine this. You have a son, you have your brother or you have your nephew come to get this job with all you in this company. You understand? Tragedy struck. And that is how all you're treating people. What happened? You all don't pay no insurance for these workers, and then when they come on aboard in all your company to work, some of them are the breadwinners in their family. You understand? They die, they gone, and nobody cares, right? If all you sit back and all you sit down and all you watch the clip and all you see the four divers and them was talking to one another, tears will come out from all your eyes. Because sometimes when I sit down and I watch that and I see these people in the water there, I say, oh God, and now they're gone and the family struggling. And to see that all you have all the money, all you won't even lend out a hand, put out a hand and say, you know what? Those workers was so good, was hard workers. They work hard for the company. Let's do something for them. But no, they don't have that. And nobody, no big men come in and say, let's visit the family and see what they want. Tell them because in need, you understand, this thing in my heart, you understand? Because I mean, just imagine this, just imagine this, your child, if all is doing that now, when our grandchildren and our great-grand, when we dead and we gone, go out there now in the company, that is treatment they will get worse treatment than that. Only will treat them worse because, you know, always the one big on top and always treat us like dogs. And I want to tell my brother, I want to tell my blood brother this morning, you got some letter, something in the mail, right? And you go on and you fill it out. You go on and you fill out that you know when you tell me you're filling out, but you're telling me for property tax. And here where you telling me fill out mine too. I say, listen, let me tell you something. When you get your business or your thing, you do what you have to do because it's this government to have all of it like a puppy pup. You fill out your thing. Go, you fill out your thing and let it pay them because you is one of them will do anything and you don't like what's going on. You will go down with the PNM. Well, if they say run, you're standing up for them. But you go ahead. I'm my blood brother talking to people. My blood brother, because I want to tell him you is a dodo head to get thing and you're filling it out. So I keep on telling you, don't full out nothing, boys. You can't trust this government. This government is where have you under where you is. No, you ain't getting nothing from them, but you're fulling out, full out. You're a dodo head, boys. I don't want to call your name, but I know you're hearing me. You're a dodo head. I say so, your sister. You're by blood. You're wicked just like the damn government.
Good morning.
Pleasant good morning, my brother Lennox, comrade. Pleasant good morning, Mighty K, Andy Williams, Trinidad and Tobago, wherever you all are. Mr. Amal, Mrs. Amal, pleasant good morning to you all. Lennox, I want to apologize for yesterday. Because yesterday I was in a little situation on my way to work. Going down Lake Street, I bounced up a situation with the corporation, the Gomartin Regional Corporation, trying to remove some people who vending from on Lake Street Carnage by the Savannah. It have two young ladies. They rather not to go and walk CPEP because they say that they're doing nothing for them. So they rather to do some sort of business. And as a result of that, the corporation come and say they want to move them. Well, on my way to work yesterday, it had a little confrontation and I was to talk a little rough to some people because they really wanted to move the people. And I tell them, well, all you can't move them, all you have to go and bring the police to move them if it's so. The corporation just can't send 2 person or 1 person to move nobody, to move nobody cats. You understand? And that's why they still only again carnage people. You see, when it's time to vote, when it's time for election, they come in and bring maxi taxi by the same Savannah, or they run in and jump in the Savannah, or they run in and jump in the maxi and go. And now, when all they looking for food, when all they have to feed all the children and send all the children to school, all they see any kind of thing where it is all they have to face. And then, well, everybody don't know that I is a UNCI supporting the UNC already, so they just try to call on to me. But Lennox, that's not the issue. I want to apologize, Mr. Aral, Mrs. Amal, to 104.7. I want to apologize on national radio. I didn't say that to put nobody in no sort of problems, so I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, of course, we understood that it was inadvertent, it was accidental. You happened to be calling.
Right, and I want to say something.
And you would divide.
I want to say something again, Lennox.
We understand that, but we have.
I want to say some
precaution. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say something again as on it one time. The lady, I don't want to call your name. I give you one more chance. You have $2,500 for the Martian, and you have $990 for the boat owner. I don't want to know what all you know who all it is. Come and pay the people the money, please. People want money to buy the equipment. They want to go in the sea again. You take $2,500 in fish to open when the fish fry was open, and you ain't paying the people. Tomorrow, God spare life. If you ain't come and pay the people by this evening, I'll be calling your name on national radio, and you're close to the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago and PNM and Power. That's all they're doing for people.
All right. So you have ready your attack. So they have been. Whosoever it is has been forewarned. So we see how that pans out if they have if they will respond appropriately to avoid unpleasantries. That's it, my friend. All right, we take another call. Good morning.
Morning, gentlemen. Good morning. Lennox, Michael, UB, and Annie. I hope you recover, my brother. Lennox, this topic really they're asking for. Where was they when the Prime Minister was reading out one of his bedtime stories, promising the people of South the 300 buses? What happened to that? Were they not listening when they were opening their fridge door? And according to Mikey Lennox, they now want to give a little pixie dust to the medium, small and enterprise businessmen who have been struggling since the pandemic and since this PNM come into power asking for forex. What happened? Only the 1% was getting. These people have been struggling. Now you're promising by April somewhere around here to see what you could do for them to help them with the small business. Is it because election is in the air? This is what they want to do? And I'm calling these small businessmen. All you please, take what all you get, if you get any, and vote on this PNM. They have done nothing to help you all. What they have done is more strangle you, and make you suffer. All right, gentlemen, I'll go on.
Classic example, do like Tobago. And of course, when he made his race baiting statement in 2020 in that election, the last day of the campaign of the PNM, he did it in San Luis Grande. Well, San Luis Grande, they are going to put the Galleon Passage on some regional ferry agenda or program. What about the port that was promised? And that ferry was supposed to be plying between Toco and Tobago. Are you now, could we now conclude that you have been abandoned and another promise not materialized? I suppose that's the PNM. Professor, good morning.
Hey, Lennox, morning to you.
Yes, good morning. Morning
Good
to you.
show last night, boy. As
thank
usual.
you.
I'm going to say something here now. I hope people don't take it the wrong way. I was speaking to a PNM person yesterday, and both of us came to the same conclusion. Whether it's a PNM or a UNC, sorry, when night time comes, that don't come to know. You have no police patrol, nothing, home rampant, you're by yourself. You have to find ways and means to protect yourself, right? Them and they will do any night come. So I had advocated that we get 110 current on the back door and front door on the burglar proof. I hear nobody pushing that. So I had an incident 2 nights ago. Fellas came in my place and they come upstairs by the burglar proof. You know when they run Lennox, then they hear my dog coming at them from inside the house. And the guy that died in the river, who they kill his pit bulls and all this thing.
Yes.
I want to tell people, don't sacrifice your dogs and leave them out in the yard. Find a space, somewhere on the veranda, somewhere, where the dogs could see the yard. No sense of having a dog and people come and poison it, and then they kill you. Absolutely no sense. You are there to protect your dog just as much as he's able to protect you. Like I was telling my kids, a two-way street. It don't work one way. Unless you don't love the dog, you just send you out there and you get killed to hell with you.
Yeah.
You have to protect your dog the same way, Lennox. You agree with me?
Yes, I agree absolutely, especially having regard to the incident. It means that these fellas are getting more and more desperate and that they are using very barbaric methods to
because they're born on
get
Satan,
into people's hard-earned money and invasion of their privacy. Yeah.
And the raping and all this thing of your family. And then your police telling you don't do them nothing. And what wrong with these police, boy? We have to protect ourselves when the night come. They have no protection from police, government, no opposition, nobody. I want to say something else, Lennox.
Go ahead.
You know, you see $100 million? that could only serve 20. If they give 20,000 people $5,000, that's the end of that, you know. That's no money. 20,000 people send $5,000 and then laugh until that money done. So don't look at that as no big amount of money. That's chicken feed. Right? Mikey,
Yeah.
we call it for a match. And say everybody should name the date. I want to say something. If we having a match, let me match for Gary Griffith and Johnny Abraham to come back in the police service now. We have Smith come from Sirius, is a good man too. And I believe, in my opinion, Lennox,
Go ahead.
if we match, the people in Port of Spain, white people, French Creole, wherever, they're going to join the match because they're under protection too. This is just an opinion I have. I ain't talking about the 1%. Them is a minority. The majority of people in this country are under pressure. And we must try and get the French Creole and them to match with me and get back Gary and Johnny Abraham in these office. I ain't know anything about that, but I actually know that. That's what they call for now, Lennox.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, a lot of good ideas, man. And that is what I like about this program. Professor, good morning. We continue to take your calls. And of course, don't forget the numbers to call. Good morning. Morning.
Yeah, bless morning, Lennox. Bless the morning, Mikey. Mr. Good morning to Mr. Amar. Mr. Amar. Lennox.
Yes.
Yesterday, after I was taking the Calypso in Calypso house, I see that acknowledge the boss, Mr. Amar, for the good job you're doing for the caravan we had. We put money in motor, that was not goodness. But Lennox, we had no kind of Calypso about what PNN government they buy. Everything about Kamala, I say Kamala in charge. Lennox, I ready when all ready know let's call for make a date for you to go there and try to get rid of this evil, wicked, heartless PNN government now, man. Let's keep up the good work. Last time I was taking in the program a little bit too, but I want to take the episode. I say good morning to Brother Carnage, Kingsley, Tunj, everybody who locked on listening, right? Thank you to listen. They get rid of this evil, wicked, heartless PNN government. Lennox, locked on listening, love in the house.
Yes, man. Thank you very much, of course, for that intervention. We continue, of course, to take your calls. The floor is open, the mic is open, whatever you want to call it. But this is your time to, of course, express and make certain that your presence is felt. The numbers to call, of course, for the new callers are 229-0251, 229-0251, 239-5120, 239-5120. Of course, you can WhatsApp us and leave a note as well. Voice note, that is 366-3053, 366-3053. We go back to the lines.
Yes, Lennox. I just want to wave a little thing on. I want a calling on of the four diverse family and other families who are in distress. When we are having our match, or you find all yourself out there, bring out all your family out there, because just how we chanting on all your behalf for what's taking place with all your family like the divers and them. We need all you to come out there and stand up and match with us too. You understand? Just don't talk and all you think. Come out! Come out! That is what I'm chanting. I chanted this morning. Or you come out. Everybody should come out. You understand? Because everybody are in distress. Right? I am ready to go. I am ready when all you say is going. I am ready right now.
Great. So, the degree of readiness, I'm sure.
Good morning.
I'm sure.
Good morning.
Gravitating. Good morning.
Morning, my TT. And the will ever say, the Lord guide and protect and bring it back stronger. In the name of Jesus. I would forward my phone that mash up on my to the Christmas holiday. And I kind of grieving because I wasn't hearing from all that thing. I started to go back to the country phone now. But I hope everything will come together. Tuesday, I will be in tongue. Monday, I will be in tongue. I will be in tongue. Right?
Okay.
All right. I will also number, no phone come on my shop. But I hope all the people from strength to strength and get up to get this thing going in Lennox Smith. We had to get them out of office in Lennox Smith. Then don't mash up the country already. So Carnival Monday, Tuesday, I will be in tongue, right?
All right.
And happy New Year to you and your family. Have a blessed and pleasant day.
Right. Thank you very much, and same to you and yours. Yes, calls. Good morning.
Good morning. Andy for Grandy. And Grandy for Andy. Foreign observers, we want it and we demanding it. Andy, Lennox, Mikey, and UB, Trinidad and Tobago, good morning. Uncle Lennox.
Hey.
Now, you see the good, the bad, and the ugly in it? I would like to send condolences to the Mansing family on the passing of the young engineer. But the nice thing about it, when we as a people, as I said, the good, the bad, and the ugly, the trade union movement is a good thing. Now, when the OWTU were active and firing up on all cylinders, before Health and Safety and OSHA Act had come to this country and recognized the robust safety measures and proper adhere to practice, best practice in the industry was there. So you see why the union busting by the PNM come about, because they don't really care, because the time it'll take to do the work the right way and secure and execute your duty in a safe manner, it costs a lot of money and time. So they want a fast turnaround, and this is what we get. And you see the cover up, because I would like to ask you, Uncle Lennox, the OSHA chairman, let's do a little research behind the scene and see who he is and what company he owns and what is the service provided and how much other mishap does be going on in Heritage. And they don't hear about it. So workers' safety is something is that on the front burner, and the government now have everybody on the back foot, because anytime you come out there, they bully you. So we the people must know what we really want in life as the working class and those who have a job to go to, because they have no alternative, because that is bread and butter. And the unscrupulous manner they are working us and the unsafe environment. And gross negligence is a seat on Paria operation. So Trinidad and Tobago, let's unite. And the 12th and the 13th, all who serious, let me come out and protest Rowley. Have a nice day.
Yeah, well, of course, let's go to the lines. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Lennox. Good morning. You hear me?
Yes, loud and clear, my friend.
Okay, good morning, Mikey, Andy, everybody who make it possible to have this talk show. Now, I will still say it, and I will always say it till I see the back of the PNM. The PNM, right now, the only thing to stop that man is the crossing of the floor. Listening to the people taking on what I said concerning the crossing of the floor. What we have to try to prevent is this man giving us that 10 years of terror that destroyed other countries on the earth. It was 10 years flat of pressure from one leader, then he ended up going into many years and destroyed the country. So you MPs and the supporters of constituencies, you all have to take this thing very seriously. Right now we are running out of cemetery space. The country is limited in the spaces in the cemeteries, but it's not staying in the ground for 7 years to put an next body. That is because we have a rush of killing taking place in the country. I want to put it in a way that you all could understand where we are heading. We are heading in a direction that when it hit the fan, then you go, oh shucks, this government and this leader They don't have this country at heart. And the only aim is to try to stay in power to keep the resources that they stole from the people. I hope I am still coming across because I hear another set of rattling on the phone. Am I coming across or not?
Go right ahead. Everybody is listening, my friend. Your admonition and your concerns, I think, resonates with all patriotic Trinbagonians, and I expect all to be, except of course that small group who wants to dominate, as you correctly referenced. So go ahead.
Now, I want to say this to the MPs and the ministers in the PNM. This thing is only all they could stop this man. You remember, we was warned. We was warned this country will have a hard time to turn back if we wait to 2000 for 2025. We can't wait for that with this man. You all have to take him down now, politically. Take him down from his high horse. Save all yourself, because you all will be on the side with him, answering a lot of questions, because you see the social media and the media houses of the country hidden all the facts of this present administration from the population. Is when you listen to a certain program. Look, there's another program going on the next radio station in the afternoon time where they're running the real issues. People want to kill them, and the people who want to kill them, they are in the minority, so we have no fear. We're not even studying them. Our goal is to put the steering in somebody else's hand and see what that past driver was doing. You can't hope and wait for no election right now. The people ain't coming out and march, because you know why? I will tell you something. The people are just waiting. We are waiting. The population is waiting to send Dr. Rowley a message, but that waiting will be too long. You have to cross the floor on that man. Cross the floor on he. Because you see that money where they're talking about putting for the army to operate, and that is how you just buy out and make your own army in an army. They do that in Jamaica, but the difference in Jamaica now is the politician and them hold on to the criminals, but the politician here now looking to hold on to the protective service. It's a real thing. So people, your constituency, or they make sure, talk with all the MP, or they come together, keep a tongue meeting in all your community to save this land of Steelban, Calypso, Soca, all these different things. When Dr. Rowley done with it, all these things will be destroyed, because people will be coming here for Carnival just so, that's only going on for now. And don't care what the PNM offer us right now, it is not no favor. We are going to say thanks and hi, bye.
Yes, indeed. Of course, you sound very researched. Of course, you could remember Hitler, of course, Mussolini, Mugabe, Robert Mugabe, and of course, right next door here, we have Maduro. So I think it's very good lesson indeed, and very good information that the people must, out of an abundance of caution, prevent the destruction of our democracy and beautiful Trinbago. Let's go to the lines, and then after this one, we go for a break. Good morning. Reduce the volume on your radio. It will be getting a feedback and the quality. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, go ahead. Make your contribution.
I want to bring up a problem. I went to do inspection on my vehicle at Toyota Hilux, an old model, a TH 10HTD number. I went to do inspection. Well, I passed everything. Now the guy tell me my van is too high. But I bought the van like that. I didn't do any thing on it to raise it up. It was like that for 20 years now I had this van. And now I went to the licensing office and they tell me, well, that is not a problem. Right? But this guy in the inspection is now in Valencia here. He's telling me that I had to drop back the van down low. So how are you doing that? I don't know what is government doing. Who is the people and them in charge of these things? The license office telling me it's okay. They ain't seen no problem with that. And they say that he's telling me the inspection man. He's telling me that all the vehicles that are too high, they have to drop it or go to the license office in one of the license officers in them, either the one in Tong or in Caroni. So I went down there yesterday and the license officer and them is laughing at the idea because they say there's not a problem. But I can't get my sticker. The guy in Valencia wouldn't give me my sticker at all.
Well, what I recommend is you go to another inspection center because there are several in the country, so that if this fella is reluctant by some, I should say, inexplicable regulation that he has invented, then go to another inspection center. Yeah, that's what you should do.
By the way, this is Kangari we calling her, right? Yeah, thanks very much for your advice. Thank you very much, man, for your advice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, don't fuss up yourself. If like you know, office say that you're all right, who are they to say otherwise and causing you a sort of expense? Good morning.
Good morning, Lennox. Good morning, Andy, Mikey, Newbie, and to everybody out here. Good rainy morning, Lennox. Now you know the house of ill repute, the house of corruption, is being opened on Saturday, right? And they invited all and sundry to come at it, right? No, I call it ill repute because nothing good came out of that house. But I said to a nice note, but we are here, UNC people are dogs, UNC people are this, UNC people are that, because we never build a headquarters and we jealous. But I want to remind them, let me remind them this morning, PM never built that Balize house. Balize house was given to them by the Mudas family. And after how many years, it took Rowley to come and spend $50 million to refurbish that house, in addition to the new building that they're going to put up. Right? That they sell such a raffle tickets to build that because we look stupid. Solomon sugar cake. We look stupid. I want to remind them, UNC didn't build a party headquarters, right? Because that was not their priority. Their priority was to fix the country, not fix party. But PNM part came first, right? UNC built 160 schools to house the children. House of Nations children. They built a drilling school, aviation, and welding, right? They built the San Fernando Hospital because they see there was more bed space was needed. This is what they did. They started the diversification of the economy, not build party headquarters. They started the diversification of the economy with the DB cars, right? The aquatic tennis and they developed the Tagaramas boardwalk, domestic to them. They went and they finished this capital, right? That some kleptomaniac thief out all the materials and couldn't finish it. Manning stopped the work on it. And it took a UNC partnership government to come and finish this Scarborough Hospital at a cost of $1 million a bed. Right? But everybody talking about UNC and building our headquarters. That was not UNC priority. UNC priority was to fix the holes in the road. Build starter homes because they built over 200 starter homes for poor people. Thousands of HDC houses, right? They fixed Britain roads and the environment. That was UNC priority. So if it is that PNM priority was to build Balize house, don't give them UNC for the building now, because UNC knew that the people of the country needed this and they gave it to them. I cannot see what PNMites going to benefit from Balize house. I can't say. Boss, okay, all you boast about Balize house, we will boast about the whole list that I just gave you. Right? That is what we will boast about. Lennox, thanks a lot and have a good morning.
Yeah, and I need to comment on it because clearly that monstrosity, frankly, started with Dr. Rowley saying that the PNM was owing when he came in the country. Oh, let's go to the lines. I prefer to give way to the caller. Pleasant good morning.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Looking for top quality and affordable hardware supplies? Then look no further than Midland Hardware, number 97 Eastern Main Road, Arouca. We stock a wide range of tools, water tanks, blocks, lumber, steel, and everything you need for your home and business project. Check out our new display of steel windows and assorted designs of metal curtain rods. Midland also stockpiles sand, gravel, topsoil, and more. We have a variety of kitchen faucets, face basins, and toilet sets, bathroom mat sets, all garden tools, hand tools, generators, power washers, and water pumps. Customers can make payments via links, credit card, online payment, and cash on delivery. WhatsApp 327-7761 for free quotations, or give us a call at 646-2144. Open every day, Sunday to Sunday from 8 a.m. From foundation to finish, it's all at Midland.
Are you stressed and worried by problems? Then meet Priest Santosh Ji. Priest is specialized in palm, face, photo, date of birth reading, and gives solutions to problems in marriage, relationship, love, business, job, health, and removes all black magic, negativity, bad luck permanently, and gives good luck and lifelong protection. Then call Priest Santosh Ji 384-3844. That's 384-3844.
This is the magic of Calypso. South Trinidad, get ready for Calypso Fiesta, the biggest Calypso showdown. Skinner Park, San Fernando. 40 of the top Calypsonians competing for the title of Calypso Monarch 2024. And don't forget the after party with Raymond Ramnarai and Dilly Nadan.
No kind of stress and no more drama in the all-inclusive.
Super Blue. Johnny King. Baron. Hosa. Farmer Nappy. Waddy.
We don't beat girl, but we beat from bad. We beat from bad.
Iowa George. Culture B.
When I open the container, I get a certain order.
And Viking Ding Dong.
Stop blocking, stop blocking.
Showtime 2 p.m. Early bird tickets are available on islandytickets.com. In the South, tickets available at Athletes by the Park, Sion's Bar in Curas, Suddies, WAC Radio, and the Tuco's South Office. In the North, Crosby's in St. James, and the Tuco's North Zone Office. In the East, tickets available at Michelle, Tuco's East Zone Office, and the Tuco's Head Office. In 2024, history will be made, and new, wonderful surprises will be revealed. Get ready for the magic of Calypso. Saturday, February 3rd, Skinner Park in San Fernando. Prepare your cruise for Calypso Fiesta.
I love Joker! On Saturday, 27th January, are you ready to take a magical journey to the Taj Mahal? Center of Excellence will be transformed like never seen before. For
I love Joker!
Featuring live Bunji Garlin,
Everybody jump up, all down, jump
Nyla Blackman, Ravi B, Nisha B, and Karma. Ola Tunji, Charles Marshall, Ding Dong, Mikal Tesha. General tickets $200. VIP all inclusive $700. For more info, call 498-1698. On Saturday, 27th January, Center of Excellence will be transformed like never seen before.
I love Joker!
The Carnival Bell has rung. We get ready for the #1 premium all-inclusive breakfast party in the arena. We have no time to waste. We head to Addiction. Addiction is tasty food, premium drink, a warm welcome, great service, ambience, safety, sweet soca, top performers, and that succulent pork. On February 4th, Addiction, #1
Buckeye Lane, Mousica Street in Arima. Tickets available at Frontline Ticketing, Fax International, Arima Entrance City, Castro's, and SW Limited. For more information, call 488-8822. See you at Addiction. Sponsored by Linda's Bakery, Cricks, Maggie, Nescafe, Len Capital Farm, Bass International, and Castro's Restaurant and Sports Bar.
Kaiso Caravan will be at the La Jolla Complex in Joseph on the 26th and 27th of January for a touch of class, vintage and more. And on the 1st of February, we will be at the Bishop Anstey High School, Twin City for Culture Fusion with sweet musical vibes from Johnny Kid, Cardinal, Barry, The Stinger, Sexy Susie, Ninja, Dirty Curty, Tiny, Blackie, and so much more. Music by Ricardo and the Sunshine Band. Background vocals by the Caravan Gym. MC Godfrey here. Show starts at 8 p.m. Tickets cost $200. Who say Calypso Day? They gotta be Joe.
Get ready for Howie T. Cooler Cruise, Soca I Love. Soca I Love on Sunday, January 28th, aboard the Harbor Master, sailing 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. featuring Farmer Nappy.
Big people party, make the music take over me.
Farmer Nappy. And Showin Winchester.
Raise the iron, beat the iron, shoot the iron,
Carl Songs from Canada, Beats by Robin, and Kevin Baker. TNT's #1 female combo, Reese T and Whitney Husband. MC Biggs, Selector Skull, TC, and Howie T. Howie T.
when I went to party, and the music bring you
Dress code, white, black, and blue. Soca I Love.
Give me prescription, a bottle of rum.
Tickets cost $250. Get them now at Fats International, Twin City Mall, and Arima. New Luna Bar, Aruka, Sour Tea, Bobby's Bar, Curas, Sion's Bar, San Fernando.
I don't mind if you want to give me a moment.
Kirby's Kitchen, Busy Corner, Chaguanas, Revive Beauty Bar, McCoy Lights, Caliente Bar, Curat, Roadside Cafe, San Juan, and Amanda's Grill, Excellent City, Port of Spain. Soca I Love. Get ready. 104.7 FM is the official station for Soca I Love.
In the heart of the Queen's Park Savannah lies the Kaiso House Calypso tent, where the spirit of Calypso thrives. This Wednesday, January 24th, it's Judges Night. Kaiso House welcomes Calypso enthusiasts from all walks of life. Thursday, January 25th, brings a special performance by the electrifying Viking Ding Dong. This Friday, January 26th, we head down south for a clash with Calypso Showcase at City Hall in San Fernando. And on Saturday, January 27th, prepare to groove to the soulful sounds of Farmer Nappy in an extraordinary performance. All shows start at 8 p.m. So come be part of this unforgettable celebration this carnival season. Kaiso House, uniting the rhythm of the people.
The Ground Report, the ground report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The Ground Report, the ground report.
I would think that there's been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
And annoying me in the intervening period. You know what time I get up in the morning? I go to bed between 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. I get up at daybreak. And when I get up nervous many times. Because what's going to happen to us as a people today? And all of a sudden they're concerned about debt in the country. They're concerned about who hungry. They're concerned about who's starving. They're concerned about... Just give me a break.
I was going to the Oval one evening and I stopped as it was drizzling and a radio station was on. And on that radio station, which wasn't my favorite station, but it was on in the vehicle I was in, a most vulgar and outrageous radio program was on the airwaves called The Ground Report. You all remember that? In that report, it was the nastiest, dirty, as a matter of fact, what caught my attention was how filthy the program was on our airwaves. And I was asking myself, how could this be permitted on the airwaves of Trinidad and Tobago, election or no election? And it was all about me and my father and my mother and this, and I had raped this and I had done that, and the ground report. They want to know what the plan is. The plan is to put an end to this.
Respected to the Barizé house, and as I was saying very briefly before we go back to the lines, that it was Dr. Rowley who told us that the PNM was owing some $4 million and several multi thousands of dollars across the place. In other words, the party was bankrupt, and before the end of 8 years, they were constructing this monstrosity. Of course, at the local government elections final rally of the PNM, I'm talking about last August, the election itself was on the 14th. He told us in uncertain terms, very brazenly and very definitely, that no contractor that would have been deployed by the government with our resources, of course, have worked on Barizé House. Well, I could say, I'm not spreading it to anybody in the station, nor Andy or Mikey, but I can say personally that that is a blatant and categorical lie. Jusamco was, in fact, because I was assigned the responsibility to do what? To monitor the development of Barizé House, and against that background, because we know who they are and we know how they can lie, and he made the what I consider to be the monumental of all lies by telling the population that no, but of course questions were being asked as to where the money has come from, and he was attempting to tell us that somehow they closed down the National Lottery Control Board for about a month, and all of that money came as a consequence of selling raffle tickets. But I want to tell you categorically, we have the evidence, so I don't need to be cagey about it. The fact is that Jusamco was pouring concrete. We have in fact, they themselves put out paid for an ad, so saying that they are contributing, of course, to that particular monstrosity there, and they were pouring concrete on the foundation even before those steel uprights and cross beams were erected. But here it is, Dr. Rowley will tell us that not a single. And what is significant about that? I don't mind any contractor at all you could employ, but the double one that it is Jusamco that for that piece of the highway to Point Fortin that fell into the swamp below sometime after construction, and we are yet to find out who will be paying for the re-establishment or that cost that would have been delivered through the collapse of that particular piece of highway. Dr. Rowley and the PNM, I agree with reporter. You people better get off and abandon Rowley. And I want to talk to, of course, those stalwarts like Oran Padmore and Joe Newell Williams, etc. If you really want to see the PNM survive in the next couple of years, I say couple of years, you better make moves to get rid of Dr. Rowley. He is going to relegate the PNM to the dustbin of political history. He is an extremely dishonest individual. He has been so with all kinds of accusations leveled against him. And even though he attempted, of course, to deflect attention by accusing others, it is clear now, categorically and lucidly and without fear of contradiction, that he has put together a group of individuals that are not only toxic, but they have weaponized government against the people. And because of that level of dishonesty, they are failing and failing and failing and failing. And of course, they seem to be cursed, in fact, by everything they touch seemed, of course, to go south, meaning that towards hell. That I thought it was important, of course, to make that intervention as far as that is concerned. So, those of you who wish to go down to Barizal to witness the opening, I would see it no different to people like Mussolini and Saddam Hussein, and even, of course, our friend next door, Maduro. These dictators, they build monuments at the expense of the people and in circumstances where the people are in abject need and poverty, and they regale themselves and they live voluptuously, and they build, of course, monuments such as that, very expensive, at the expense of the population, and then, of course, say that they somehow have been there to address the problems of the people, when in fact they were billing and, of course, massaging their egos and their inability, of course, to manage properly. And it's up to the rest of the population to not, or pretend not to see what we have seen and what is so glaring. I would like to see that steel part of that monstrosity remade just so that it will remind us of the corruption, nepotism, and cronyism, and never again a person like Rowley could, of course, see the office of Prime Minister and be head of government in this country. We open up the lines. We go back, of course, to your calls, and the numbers to call 229-0251, 229-0251, 239-5120, 239-5120, and of course 336-3053, and that is the WhatsApp. They leave us a line, and we will, of course, respond appropriately, or play these WhatsApp voicemails at the appropriate time. So yes, indeed, that monstrosity must be a symbol of what not to be, and what never again Trinidad and Tobago must experience. That is very awful. Good morning. And on the question of Balize again, you know, the basement. All right, we go to the line because I have some more information. I was responsible for the monitoring of that monstrosity. Good morning.
Morning, Alex.
Good morning.
This Christian from Arima here.
Go ahead.
I see on the papers that Rowley going away to talk about crime. You're leaving Trinidad and Tobago to go away to talk about crime, whereas you is the faulted one. You are part of the crime. Taxpayers' money just jumping up because you only going away to talk about crime and nothing happening. Remember, you is the one, when you was opposition leader, stood up and said, if the government of the day cannot handle crime, well then they are part of it. So when you going away and wasting time, wasting taxpayers' money and all kind of thing, the Minister of National Security should resign with immediate effect, because he has failed this country miserably. The bandits laughing at that pumps get dread, Rastaman security we have as national security failure. This Prime Minister, Lennox, listen to me. This man is number one liar, you know. This Prime Minister going on in the history of Trinidad and Tobago, you know. Everything was my lie, blame game. Well, let me tell you something. Call the general election now. I think it's time that you pack your the bundles and go your way around. Go your way. Lock on arm, let us listen.
Yes, indeed, my friend. Well said, well said. Good morning.
Good morning, Lennox.
Yes, good morning.
Tunapuna here, brother.
Go ahead.
Right. First thing, let me tell you, today is my birthday. I am 72 years of age.
Wow, wow, congratulations, and we wish you many, many, many more.
Boy, Lennox, but it hurted me because all I really want from as a birthday gift, I want to see the end of PNM. Not that they're out of office, but I want to see them in jail. Because why I'm saying this, there's too much thing happening in this country, my brother. Too much things. And things just going, unheeded, unnoticed. Things just happening like if it's a dolly house country. Because firstly, I want to look at, just take for instance, look at this situation with the heritage, the Paria tragedy with these divers. The report coming out. And we are sure that we could see people being prosecuted. I hope Roger Gaspard, I hope you live up to what the office states, the Director of Public Prosecution. It is in your hands now. And I don't want to hear no shenanigans about, what could be, what could end up coming out of this, because there is no clear-cut thing about who should be charged and how they should be charged and whatnot. Roger Gaspard, let me tell you something. In no other first world country that people of this, and something of this magnitude, people will get off scot-free. PNM, people must be held accountable, and certain people, if it has to face the court, let it be so. And apart from this issue, I also want to talk about this Lisa Agard and this TSCT tragedy. Because I am seeing on yesterday's papers, Lisa Agard is saying that she did not leak the information. We have the new CEO and all the big players and everything saying that it is not me. They come like the singer and a fella who say it's not me. I can't forget him. You could help me, Lennox.
Yes, she's claiming that she is being made a scapegoat and she's consulting with her attorneys.
Right, because even too, the acting CEO, the person that put this thing there, everybody is a disclaimer by all of them. But then when I pick up the Express this morning, I see more than $65,000 per month for personal security, bodyguards for TSTT CEO, and all this kind of thing. Now, the point I'm making, Lennox, this matter was raised in the Parliament by then Barry Padarat, MP for Princess Song. You hear me, Lennox?
You're going to speak up or something. I think we're getting a little...
All right, you hear me better now?
Much better, my friend. Go ahead.
Right. And I am very concerned about this matter because here it is, the Minister of Public Utilities, Marva Gonzalez. The matter was raised by Barry Padarat.
You're vacillating, but you're going down again.
No, well,
volume.
I stay in
all right,
one
good.
place. I am moved. Because I don't think it's my
Say one place. I don't know if you're moving.
No, I sit in one place. I am moved at all.
Well, I don't know what's happening here, but you're loud, and then of course that volume is reduced suddenly.
You hear me? Hello?
No, not quite.
All right.
All right, but you'll have to call back. All right. We have others on the line. Sir, good morning.
Good morning, Alex.
Good morning.
Mighty K. Andy. Karanaj, morning. Karanaj, I know for everybody, where the police want to run them people and them, let the police run them people and them. Them are all on Charlotte Street. Yeah. I have a lot of friends who sell on Charlotte Street. Because that's what they went and vote for, Just other thing. But date and when we coming out. To all who are custom coming out, let's say good morning to Miss Woodbrook and good contribution from Miss Santa Cruz. Miss Arima, morning to you. Also, all them ladies who are custom fighting, all God bless all you. All who does bring out the chair and all who does come from Penal, all who does come from South, my partner Donnie, who does come and bring all the water and thing and be protested having, and bring drinks and refreshment and thing. You go going all that.
Yeah.
The people in serious. The people in serious. I done since 8 years, come like 8 years, being incarcerated. When I say we, the good citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. And them Tobagonians should be with God is a Tobagonian. God in from Trinidad. God in from Trinidad. Like Santa Claus, for the last 8 years, Santa Claus in passing Christmas, through the Christmas in Trinidad, you know. It had no Santa Claus. They used to see children running from the stadium coming up, coupled with a little bag, the mother walking, it's too much a bag, some of them have, but I answer that children home. Was unable to come, Kamala said, I'm not my bag. You saw any bag with only face on it? Well, you saw any bag with his face on it, but those are faces only a mother can love. All this still support these people. And we need to be careful too. Not just only hate the gun, you know. Better we walk on. Better we go into communities. Better something else, boy, than stay come out and protest. We just only protest when Indian people in power. You don't see that? All of them see that? Or we kill the man, they shoot. The police kill the man, or gunman or one of them, that when we just come out and empty dustbin in the road and all kind of thing. But we have a criminal, a political criminal, a political assassinator running this country. A dictator. A man who say he ain't nobody pay, no man pay his finger in his bottom. These kind of words he does use. Whether he was aspiring, when he was aspiring to be a prime minister, as an MP, you get yourself gyrating and a 17-year-old insult. And this is what people voted for. What I expect in Trinidad and Tobago? I don't know what I expect, but I looking out for flood and plenty rain Carnival Tuesday and Monday. Some second of sign of the past and all coming out to protest. But I personally fed up. We can only protest. There is some criminal there shoot. That's when we can protest. Me ain't nothing but it, but this little boy. We need justice for Aki Chambers. We need justice for them little boys and them who were shot in front of Republic Bank. And all teenagers. None of them was known to the police. We need justice for these things. 100 million in fake oil. You go and wine in with Del C. You go and wine in with Del C and people suffering. The lot people are to be serious. I don't want to hear nothing but you are the right the commissioner. All of me watching international things or what? You see anybody writing to anybody to go and walk peacefully? At certain places you can hold a placard. It's time somebody pull up, take our rights to the street shed, and I'll be able to pull up our station and we pull it up. Once you're right, let them put you in front of a magistrate or a judge. Enough is enough. Yeah, and Karen, I feel if we put up something for them, nothing for them. Let them face it. And my ticket, me know I know why coming out, you know. And I feel if Andy get some money, all of us need money. My ticket, you know when Andy need money, they'll get more sick. So somebody will reach out to Andy, reach out to Mikey, Lennox Smith. Respect can reach back some money to Andy so you'll feel better. Right, but that's it, well, it's serious.
Thank you, my
I think otherwise I fed up, man. No, man.
Yeah, loud and clear. Thank you so much, Anderson. We've got to pay some bills. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. We're going to take a short break. Yes, Lennox, morning to you, Newbie, and all the good folks. And we'll be right back here on the Ground Report. Stay locked up.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Shiny and Ari Restaurant is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. 67 Western Main Road, St. James, opposite Standards. Serving local breakfast items like sada, fry bake, roast bake, and pies. With all your favorite local fillings. Assorted lunches available from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Get pilau for $25 or get combination lunches from $25 to $40. They also have soup specials as well as crab and dumpling. From 6 p.m. have dinner on the pavement a la carte with burgers, fried nuggets, gyro, and just about anything you can think about. Call 382-9347 to place your order. Shiny and Ari, Main Road, St. James, open 7 days a week.
This is the magic of Calypso. South Trinidad, get ready for Calypso Fiesta, the biggest Calypso showdown. Skinner Park, San Fernando. 40 of the top Calypsonians competing for the title of Calypso Monarch 2024. And don't forget the after party with Raymond Ramnarine and Dilly Nadan.
No kind of stress and no more drama in the all-inclusive.
Super Blue. Johnny King. Barrett. Hosa. Farmer Nappy. Waddix.
We don't beat girl, but we beat from bad. We beat from bad.
Iowa George. Culture B.
When I open the container, I get a certain order.
And Viking Dingo.
Let me do what I want, girl. Stop blocking, stop bumper blocking.
Showtime 2 p.m. Early bird tickets are available on islandtickets.com. In the South, tickets available at Athletes by the Park, Eon's Bar in QS, Suddy's, WAC Radio, and the Tuco's South Office. In the North, Crosby's in St. James, and the Tuco's North Zone Office. In the East, tickets available at Michelle, Tuco's East Zone Office, and the Tuco's Head Office. In 2024, history will be made, and new, wonderful surprises will be revealed. Get ready for the magic of Calypso. Saturday, February 3rd, Skinner Park in San Fernando. Prepare your cruise for Calypso Fiesta.
The rainy season is here, so be weather smart and change your tires to handle the nation's wet roads. After all, you don't want to be the one to cause any accidents, do you? So why not check out Racetrack Wheels right now? They're the only one that gives you quality tires to hold the road properly. And to top it off, Racetrack Wheels carries all sizes of tires for all makes of vehicles. They are the sole distributors for Salem and Achilles tires. These tires carry a full manufactured warranty and is the #1 tire for comfort and performance in this rainy weather. We have the latest rims in all sizes, all at drastically low prices. We also do blank wheels that could be drilled to your vehicle specification. It's all about new technology and keeping ahead of the game.
So hurry on down to Racetrack Wheels, 3 locations: 330 Eastern Main Road, Aruca, 82 Bethany Road, Bucco, Tobago, and 64th Southern Main Road, Chase Village. Or call 285-9168.
So my friend, take it from me and be weather smart this season and change your tires right now at Racetrack Wheels.
Canopia. Guess what? DG Homes' newest gated community, Daniel Estate, opens up the possibilities on the 30th of September for that new lifestyle with its beautifully designed 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, modern interior finishings with a superbly manicured landscaped front and backyard homes, starting at $1.65 million. And that's not all. One lucky homeowner will have a chance to win a brand new car. A brand new car. Yes, pull up and park your new car in your 4-vehicle parking space. Limited availability. So, what are you waiting for? Email us at info.dghomes@gmail.com or call 691-5659 for info to register a viewing. Beautiful home, beautiful car, beautiful life. Home is DG Homes, Daniel Estate, Canopia. NLCD approved.
Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. Shop at ADC Supermarket, Cleaver Road. A very comfortable and clean environment. These prices are unbelievable. Come see for yourself. We have the best alcohol prices. Don't miss out. Get those specials on liquor. Put food on your table with ADC Supermarket, conveniently located at number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima. Every Friday and Saturday is real vibes and live entertainment from your very own DJ Christian on Friday and Saturday. Everyone is talking about ADC Supermarket. Shop in comfort and in a clean environment with the best prices for all your grocery needs. Secured parking. Remember, free delivery. Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. ADC Supermarket, number 4 Cleaver Road in Ari.
Ladies, this Saturday, January 27th, it's your night out. On stage, Nadia Batson with her band.
Every time I take a trip, I feel like one man, oh.
Patrice Roberts with the 18 band. Mikael Tasha.
I feel like I run in tongue again. Jump and shake the ground again.
Tom and Nappy.
Ladies night out. Go down in the center. Go down, ladies
The
night.
bad boys of soca, Benjai and Swapi. The legends, Baron, Super Blue, Crazy, Tedison John, Second Star, Terry Lyons, GBM Neutron, Orlando Octave, Blackie, and many more. Hosted by Nikki Crosby. Tickets are limited, so get yours today. Napa box offices, all cachet stores nationwide. Crosby St. James, Extra Foods Grand Bazaar and Endeavor. Bellini, San Fernando. For more info, call 774-5555. Ladies Night Out, this Saturday, the place to be.
In the heart of the Queen's Park Savannah lies the Kaiso House Calypso tent, where the spirit of Calypso thrives. This Wednesday, January 24th, it's Judges Night. Kaiso House welcomes Calypso enthusiasts from all walks of life. Thursday, January 25th, brings a special performance by the electrifying Viking Ding Dong. This Friday, January 26th, we head down south for a clash with Calypso Showcase at City Hall in San Fernando. And on Saturday, January 27th, prepare to groove to the soulful sounds of Farmer Nappy in an extraordinary performance. All shows start at 8 p.m. So come be part of this unforgettable celebration this carnival season. Kaiso House, uniting the rhythm of the people.
On the move is at Caps Bar, Southern Main Road Cure. This Friday, come enjoy the More FM DJ. Artists, lots of drink specials all night long.
The road is mine. The road is mine. We go until morning. The road is mine.
3 hours of great entertainment, hosted by me, MC Biggs. Your carnival will never be the same. See and be there. And remember, More FM 104.7, the station with class for soca.
Get ready for Howie T. Cooler Cruise, Soca I Love. Soca I Love on Sunday, January 28th, aboard the Harbour Master, sailing 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. featuring Farmer Nappy.
Big people party, make the music take over me.
Farmer Nappy.
Go down in the center. Go down in the center.
And Showen Winchester.
Raise the iron, beat the iron, shoot the iron.
Carl Songs of Canada, Beats by Robin, and Kevin Baker. TNT's #1 female combo, Reese T and Whitney Husband. MC Biggs, Selector Skull, TC, and Howie T. Howie T.
When I went to party, and the music bring you
Dress code, white, black, and blue. Soca I Love.
Give me prescription, a bottle of rum.
Tickets cost $250. Get them now at Fats International, Trinity Mall and Arima, Blue Luna Bar, Aruka, Sour Team, Bobby's Bar, Curat, Sion's Bar, San Fernando.
I don't mind if you want to give me a one with music.
Kirby's Kitchen, Busy Corner, Chagonas, Revive Beauty Bar, McCoy Lights, Caliente Bar, Curat, Roadside Cafe San Juan, and Amanda's Grill, Excellent City Water Space. Soca I Love. Get ready. 104.7 FM is the official station for Soca I Love.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Join Andy Williams, Michael Kerr, and Lennox Smith, the Ground Report team on M104.7 as they rip apart the lies, half-truth, and misinformation that the mainstream media never discuss. The Ground Report. Hard-hitting, informative, undiluted, uncompromising, and unfiltered. Monday to Friday on M104.7 FM. Get the raw facts before making any life-changing decisions. Only on The Ground Report.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Hey, good morning, Trinidad and Tobago, to all our people out there in the region, our Caribbean brothers and sisters, and of course to the good folks out there in North America, out there in Europe, wherever you are, a blessed morning indeed. It's the Ground Report. My brother Lennox Smith holding it down, and of course he's being joined by yours truly, Mikey K, and Andy Williams is taking some rest, and we have Newbie as our technical director holding things down and making it happen on the technical front. Thank you so much. Morning again, Lennox Smith. I guess Lennox is out already. Quite interesting here, serving members of the TNT Police Service who have not yet received their back pay, which was promised to them almost 11 months ago, have been told that there are no guarantees they will be paid on or before the end of this month. And this was confirmed by TNT Police Service Social and Welfare Association President Inspector Gideon Dixon yesterday, who said it was almost 1 year after they signed off on government's 4% salary increase that back pay remains outstanding. But then, of course, you can just jump on a platform and talk about $100 million. That's right. Contractors are not being paid. People who were promised back pay, up to now, they're still waiting for it. Look how long they signed the 4% agreement. Yeah, you can't even furnish your people with good food cards for Christmas gone. All of that, no hampers. People being sent home for Christmas with less than $400 in URP. And nobody's saying anything. But a man could just mount a platform with a knee-jerk reaction and just say, you know what, $100 million for something that they couldn't manage for the last 8 years. You just throw good money behind the fact that you have no plan, no ideas, nothing to secure the lives of the citizens of this country. Tell me something, people. Is this definitely something that you ask on a daily basis? Is Trinidad and Tobago a real place? You have to ask yourself that. Quite interesting. And of course, what's happening in San Fernando, it seems as though, the talk is PNM versus PNM. Former mayor, like trying to undermine current mayor. 1 minute, if you go back and check, the mayor that was there before said that vending is illegal. And then I switch of the tongue talking about, some people are saying, who really send the vendors? Who gaslighting the vendors? Who chaining up the vendors? Is this a showdown of PNM versus PNM in South? And who's going to suffer at the end of it all? Vendors who try to simply ply their trade, make a living, carve out something. And of course, the business association is correct. If it is that vendors are causing any sort of, restrictions as far as health and going against OSHA law, well, they have a right to submit what they have to, whether it be legal, and say, let's go to court on the matter. So what's really happening in South Trinidad? All of this and more we're going to discuss this morning here on the Ground Report. Of course, you know the numbers to call in. And again, we are taking your voice notes and your WhatsApp calls on 366-3053, 366-3053. And the callers give us a call, 229-0251, 229-0251, or 239-5120. Soon as the lines open, which I believe would be open up, go right ahead, Newbie.
Hello?
Hello?
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead, caller.
Hi, good morning, gentlemen. And a special good morning to Andy, my son. I hope you are feeling better and getting stronger every day, right? And I want to say, you hearing me, Mikey?
Loud and clear.
All right, good. Yeah, and I want to say a very, very special happy birthday to Mr. Tanapuna. May God bless you, and I hope you live to see many, many more. And it is so good that you call every morning to make a good contribution because you care about Trinidad and Tobago and all that is taking place. And another thing I want to say, Anderson, you go to the top of the class, Anderson. Anderson, the thing about it in this country, we have to keep it real. We have to be real. The people of this country, they don't want nothing good for themselves. As I always say, the good ones all you know all yourself.
But the majority of them, they don't want nothing good for yourself. Every day for the past 8 years, the ground report and the people who want a better country coming and talking to these people. What has happened to them? They're deaf, or they don't understand English, or they just don't like themselves. They don't care about themselves, they care about the PNM. You can't tell me we living in a country where everything is wrong, and you have to be begging these clowns to come out, to stand up, to save themselves, to save their family, to save their country. Look how many wrong things the PNM doing to the people. Every day is a new wickedness. Every day is a new evil. Every day is something wrong, and no consequences for these demons in the PNM. And the people with the people who are more than them sit down home and wouldn't do anything. Mikey, don't tell them nothing about no date. Let them continue sitting down home and suffering. Yeah, don't tell, because if they wanted to come out, look at Renegade Tanya the other night. When they want to come out, they can come out. And you see from Monday and Tuesday, you go see them by the thousands. So leave them, let them suffer. We who doing better, we go survive. You understand? When I look, and another thing, I am looking at this and listening to this Paria situation. Here now, is this a real country? Is this a place with real people? Why it is when people in this country, in these people in the PNM, when they take the top position, like all of them just go with Massey executives, just go in Miami to deal with the devil. You understand? Because you can't tell me, Mikey, these people are human beings. You can't tell me they are real. These people have to be heartless animals. You have 4 men that went down in this pipeline and they died, right? They didn't fall off a mango tree. You don't have to investigate to see if they went fishing or what happened. The facts are there. Why all this inquiry, and this one said this and the other one said this, all you bring lynch, all you spend 15 million, all kind of shit going on over and over, and all you know, the simplest man on the street know what it is happening. These men went down in this pipeline through neglect. They were not saved and they died. But all you're going on. What? Okay, they died, rest their soul. What about these people family? You're going to tell me up to this day, before these people get together and settle this thing and give these people money so that their children and their wives and their family can live comfortable? Because to lose a loved one under any circumstances, it is a feeling that words cannot describe. And apart from that, these people have to be suffering financially, and every day is a different damn stupid story. This manslaughter, that manslaughter. What all of that for? What is all of that for? These people who are dealing on these boards and Paris and all of them, they do not have a heart, they do not have a conscience. It's the devil directing them. Because if it was their mother or their father or their brother or their sister, how would they feel? If people will take the time sometimes to put themselves in other people's place, they will think differently. This is heartless. They have no empathy, and they will drag this and drag this and drag this for the next 10 years just not to pay the people the money. If this was in the outer world, you know how much millions in compensation these people get? I mean, they say can't bring back the family, but at least they wouldn't have the stress on not being able to live. Why we don't stop all this whole talk? This one said this, and the other one said this, and the next one, what all of that is for? The facts are there. The men died, and it was negligence, and it was whatever it is. Compensate the family, give the family the money that they need so that they can live, they can educate their children, and at least they can live comfortable with all their loved ones. What is really going on in this country at all? And I don't know, and Anderson, I think I said Anderson to go on the top of the class. And the thing about it is that they're running these vendors from San Fernando. They're running them from Caranach, they're running them from Charlotte Street. Anderson, you're right. Let the police run them. Let them run them. I have no sympathy for them. We have to keep it real and stop this damn stupidness. Because you know why? All of them know what PNM gives. And they keep voting to keep these people in government to destroy their life, to destroy their livelihood, to destroy the company. Well, all you go on, all you put the X by the body, say, all you don't understand what all you're doing is all yourself, all you're destroying. and all they keep doing it. All they keep doing it. Look, the Petrotrin closed down. When Petrotrin closed down, you heard the amount of complaint. This one ain't working. The other one ain't working. This closed down. The other one closed down. Election come along. What the same people did? They went back and they voted for PLM and have Brian Manning and all. Damn pack of them in government still. Now they had county council election. What did the whole pack of them do? They went and they voted for PLM. If you want this country to be fixed, you have to remove the PLM, and you cannot remove the PLM by putting your ex by the Balize. As I tell all you already, mature politically and vote for all your best interests. Vote for people who will take care of Trinidad and Tobago, who will take care of all you. Because every day things getting worse and worse, and you don't seem to be doing anything about it. And Mr. Karanaj, let me tell you this now. All with you and the reporter, all this is so right. But Karanaj, call the woman name now. The woman who take your fish and ain't paying for it. These people, they are too disrespectful, they are too advantageous, they're too wicked. If you take somebody fish or whatever it is, why you can't pay them? I tell you, this is the PNM, all of them is PNM disrespect. Call the woman name and tell the woman to bring the money for the fish, because they operating just like the leader. You understand? I am so fed up of these people in this country. And Mikey Lennox, all you're doing an excellent job. Mikey, what the other fellow name? Andy, God bless you, and all the callers, bless all you. But let me tell all you this now. You see the people in this country, they don't want nothing for themselves. Because as Anderson say, when Kamala and the UNC was in government, they used to come out and protest. So the reason why they're protesting now is because they don't want to protest. It's okay if the black man from Tobago make them suffer and catch the royal, you understand? Leave them there, let them continue suffering, and we who know better, we will continue talking, you understand? Because all that is going on in this country is the people to be blamed, because we are more than them, and we sit down and we accept everything, and let these set of people who go into Miami and all about to invoke the devil continue doing the nonsense and have the devil terrorizing me. But you know something? We believe in God, and God have the strongest power, and prayers be obeyed. Not like the prayers we are saying to pray, but the prayers with us believing and hoping and fighting and continue talking, and we will survive. We will get out of this, We won't get out of this, fella. Well, you're doing an excellent job.
You.
Keep up the good work, Mikey.
Thank you, Ms. Woodbrook. Thank you so much. Of course, we give folks like Ms. Woodbrook some leeway because, when they call in, there's a lot that has to be said. Thank you so much. Lennox, again.
Morning.
It makes sense from... Go ahead, caller. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, let's take the call. Good morning.
Go ahead, caller. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. Do you think that in Trinidad that we as human beings, as poor people, will get justice in this country when the PNM have the president as a rubber stamp? Because the president said put the PNM gospel in the four corners of your house. So we don't know the PNM and the president is a rubber stamp. When the DPP is a rubber stamp, when the commercial police is a rubber stamp, when most of these police inspectors, when we get gas off in Port of Spain, they're working for the PNM. So them is rubber stamps and all for the PNM. How are we going to get? The EBC is a rubber stamp. The Law Association, them is rubber stamp for the PNM. How are we going to get justice in this country? How the poor man going to get justice in this country when the majority of them, these big people in high places, will be controlled by the PNM? You tell me, how are we going to get justice?
Thank you. Maybe I don't know if you have any calls here. I want to touch on a topic, but because Lennox is on. All right. Any calls coming in?
Hello.
Morning, caller. Go ahead. Lower the volume on your radio, please.
I just had to put up with something, Savannah, here in Tagay. When I look at these people's faces, them, you could see die-hard PNM. But one to stand up and tell you, and Eric Williams give you a house, and Eric Williams give education. So who we must vote for? And if you see him, think dirty and nasty, no improvement in their lives, nothing. and Rowley keeping them just so. What we go do? That's why I don't give nobody nothing again in this country. I don't know who is PNM, who is UNC or what. You could look like what alongside Trinidad and I'm not giving you nothing. I have to know you real good probably. I tell you, when you see in the savannah there and the way that they talk and the way that they look, they love living this way. No give up, no hamper, and they're better off dead. Let them dead.
Thank you. We continue to take a few calls and then we can touch on that topic there. Lennox, you still with us?
Yes, it might be momentary, but I'm here. I'll indicate if I'm leaving.
All right, just want to touch on this topic, but we'll take some calls in the meantime. Go ahead quickly, newbie.
Mikey, morning. To you
Morning.
Mikey, I want to say something. That Paria incident is what I want to come to. In the late 50s or the early 60s, I can't be too sure, a car ran off the road and running people yard and killed somebody. And the insurance companies immediately compensated that family. Couple million, I can't remember much. Well, you know, a million in them days is real money, Mikey. Now, in that period situation, Mr. Amar interviewed Prakash Ramadar. And he asked him if he had asked the company if they have insurance money to pay. Now, personally, I thought that question was totally out of context. And Ramadar refused to answer him. Eventually, he said no. And Mr. Amar started ramashing on the man. Now, I suspect Prakash Ramadar is a brilliant lawyer. And it's true insurance you're going to get that money for them people. Right? The next thing I want to say, Mikey, a caller called while he wasn't there. Krishna. He had a run-in with him, and he come off the program. You know what he did the same day? He went on X program, and if you hear how this man describe you and see why, called him in, you don't know who's man, you don't know who's Makome Menden, and all this thing. Waste them down. I say he's a financier at UNC and all kind of crap. He take a chances when I call because you wasn't there. Because you don't remember him. So I just bringing that to your attention. And that's a total disaster. Mikey, thanks for the call, man.
All right, thank you, caller. Hold up there, newbie. Hold up there. Yeah, so Lennox.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, all right, yeah. So I was going back to this story here. Folks, don't worry. We'll open the lines once again and take your calls. I know a lot of people are trying to get in. More back pay delay for TTPS. As I said right before, the serving members of the TT Police Service who have not yet received their back pay, which was promised to them almost 11 months ago, have been told there are no guarantees they'll be paid on or before the end of this month. Yeah, you have a right to have people on the chat. We get under your skin because the truth offends. This is a total, I mean, we can't understand. So the same people that you are relying on to go in and bring peace in these communities, they ain't even guarantee to get the money that you promised them. But you can mount a platform and talk about $100 million. Who is going to take any of this serious? The same people, Lennox.
Yeah. And this guy, when he tell you $100 million, bet your bottom dollar is about $100 he's talking about, you know.
Because Dixon, of course, who's the in charge of the Welfare Association, President Association, says critical of promises by public officials that all officers would have been paid by the end of 2023. Dixon said they were only informed of the delay 24 hours. Prior to that, Police Commissioner Erla Hayward Christopher had made additional efforts to have the matter resolved. He said even with officers of the finance branch and the auditing section working feverishly to meet the suggested deadline date, it will still be challenging. It would still be challenging. The same individuals, the same hard-working men and women that put in their lives on the line every day, they can't get their money.
I am sure the entire population in the world will remember when Dr. Rowley, in a bout of self-righteous indignation, castigate a permanent secretary in the Ministry of Education, throw him under the bus. They move him the next day. He had to go on holiday. And when he comes back, he has to go to another ministry because that person, according to Rowley, say that they can't get the money until sometime this year. And Rowley was upset about it. And of course, not to be outdone is the Minister of Finance, who said nobody could talk to me that way in my ministry. And the people of them had to get their money. Look what is happening now. We told them, don't put your neck on a block for these people, otherwise you get chopped off. And we could have taken any bet, and your neck would have been, of course, maybe thrown to some animal that, of course, will consume that. That's how it is. These people are simply toxic. You cannot trust them. They are dishonest.
Okay. Hey, we're gonna open the lines one more time. Get the folks on the inside. I mean, let's hear what you have to say about. Again, but we even said it here. We said like this thing wouldn't make the deadline, but you're promising money just so whimsy. You're promising money. Your contractors are not being paid. They're paying people a whole month, 2 weeks late. Date pass, but people holding on because they're scared. They don't want to be victimized.
The only reason why URP workers will be going wherever they're going, them two ain't getting paid, but they're holding on because it's ghosts. So they don't mind getting an extra dollar because it's ghosts. They can wait for that. But the CPEP workers who are actually on site and they are visible, and those are the areas they are going to, if they get it at all, 100 million. That's where it will go. The army doesn't have the infrastructure to deal with that kind of new initiative that Dr. Rory talking about. So it's only CPEP and URP they will put in. One is a ghost, and one, of course, will be, of course, provided with resources in order to attend those rallies and them that they intend to generate. Elections is in the air.
Morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. Go ahead, my friend.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, caller. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, as a citizen, I want to make a call on the Prime Minister and the opposition leader and Fitzgerald having to step down. I believe as a citizen, we can stand up and have no confidence in these people and ask them to actually step down or be removed to our next portfolio. Thanks.
Go ahead. Who's on the outside?
Good morning.
Good morning, Lennox. Mikey. Tunapuna here
Morning.
again, fellas. Boy, let me tell you something. This country is madness. It is total madness. I have here in front of me, you know, the Energy Chamber had their meeting and whatnot. And Mark Lukwan, the National Gas Company big man, said the country in the next 4 years will be critical while it waits for the Manatee and Dragon deal to materialize. He said it will be what? With materialization of the Dragon deal until the next 4 years. So all this thing about this Olabolu, about this Dragon gas deal and all this kind of thing. Fellas, you know, man, this country in a mess, you know. Because look at what's going on with TSTT. Lisa Agard business. You see now that I've seen on today's papers where the CEO now, they have to pay $65,000 a month. It's a brotherhood of wrongdoers because they have to protect the brotherhood, you know. Because as I was telling Lennox earlier, one man I get cut off this morning. Marvin Gonzalez was reported in the parliament to be brought before the Committee of Privileges with respect to lying to this whole cybercrime thing and whatnot and the misinformation. And he said no, that this is the information provided. Now you see the whole thing, charade taking place. Who really provided the minister with the information? Now we see that they had to pay $65,000 per month for security for the new CEO and all this kind of thing. Fellas, understand what is really going on in this country. If people ain't care about the well-being of this country in crisis, you know. Because here it is, I have another article aimed at government to face legal threats over the methanol holdings shareholders in issue. So all these issues, the whole question I'm raising for us is the secrecy, the selling out of the patrimony of this country. And nobody seems to be caring or coming out, as you know, and as you say, the civil society, and attacking this government. They doing what the hell they want, how they want. You have the next one again, Ola Christopher, at next disaster. All these issues are taking place and talking about praying and things. Now you have the police and them ain't getting their money. They have another issue with police and them for non-promotion and all this kind of thing. And those who were promoted wrong, wrongfully and all kind of thing. Man, this country really, look, I see now that, Mikey, Lennox, the lawyers and them who used to work for the integrity, who used to do pro bono work for people, Larry Lala and company and them, Taklal Singh and these fellas and them, they have been removed from under the, from the providing pro bono services to people who are unable to hire a lawyer to deal with the issues and whatnot. So what you see here is a dismantling of legitimate rights and entitlements of people to challenge this government on every issue possible. And the government is going down a road. There's a real dictatorship taking place in this country. But as I say, it's good because all these chamber commerce and them who talking about now about white collar crime and whatnot, if already report all their blast members and them who involved in white collar crime, the banking sector, the price mart and all the foreign exchange thing that taking place in this country. Nobody didn't support the UNC government to speak out when they see certain things was happening because they're afraid they were beneficiary. But now the thing hit the fan and the country in crisis. Let me tell all you something. The time is right now, ripe, and it is right. People are going to revolt, and I am not going to be surprised if very soon that something extraordinary going to take place in this country. Because you see the crime situation, how it's getting out of control. You see where people shooting people in front of police station and broad daylight and to on the main road and all kind. People just don't care. And this government, Keith Rowley and the PNM government, has been lying to this population, doing what the hell they want, selling out with patrimony and every kind of thing. And unless, as I say, the legal people in this country don't come out and speak out, the justice system, the judiciary, you name it, fellas, we in a crisis. Understand what I'm saying? Okay, fellas, have a blessed day.
Thank you. And of course, we have some voice notes lined up as well. Go ahead, newbie. Who's on the outside?
Hello, morning. Morning to the ground report and everybody. You know something, the people are fed up. They're fed up by everything that's happening with this government. They're really fed up. Trinidad and Tobago fed up. And we have to come together and put them out of power and do the right thing. And my contribution this morning really, because this time we are taking that. We are taking that. We know what they do for the lands couple times well, and we're not taking that. The ABC watching all the telling all the country watching all the what they want to all they doing all they thing it up. And we are taking that this long to them. Morning.
Lines are open 2290251, 2290251, or 2395120. Let me say good morning to Rupert. Yes, Rupert is locked on. Rupert, the number is 2290251, 2395120, and you can send your voice notes and WhatsApp calls 366-3053. Rupert is saying keep an eye on San Fernando. Yeah, PNM versus PNM. Who chaining up the vendors? Ah, boy. Who's on the outside, Newbie?
I got the Dicky Bird.
Morning.
Keep your eyes on AGC too. Good morning.
Yeah, morning, Mikey K and Lennox again. Morning, you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. Go ahead.
Loud and clear. Go ahead.
Nice. Yeah. Well, Mikey, I listened to your discourse this morning when you touched the mic, man. And let me tell you something. These are some of the reasons the people of Trinidad and Tobago, especially the MPs, the people. I want to say good morning to all the ministers that is going to Parliament, the Red House of Trinidad and Tobago. Let me tell you something. Once a minister, twice a civilian. That is similar to police and Coast Guard. You see, around now, you all seeing and knowing. I hear Mikey K, Lennox, Mr. Amar, certain people in the country are repeating certain things that is taking place under this administration. For instance, you see that petrol train that been shut down in this country, you politicians who in the Parliament around that time, you going on in history here with Dr. Rowley and the destruction that take place here under him. You know. There's a thing called take away yourself. Or they take no crowd thing, you know. This is a personal decision you have to make with their constituency. Or they take away yourself from this destruction. Now, let me tell you something. We is not going to keep no politician who is going to pick up money and use our next minister and go and buy boats like what happened under Dr. Rowley, you know. Notice you people who are between the age of 50-something heading up to 60, you know anything about the National Insurance Board, how money being spent there and what is going on with money is there? You know how much people with the NIS is suffering in silence because it's the PNM doing it? If you don't stop this man, let me tell you something. There's nothing for you to come and tell you NIS have no more money to pay people. The man keep lying to the population and we keep restoring the man with power. You MPs sitting around the man. History will be written and you all will be remembered in the history. Young people already remember who is the MPs was sitting with Dr. Rowley and creating this destruction. The reason why this country take this tailspin with crime is because the resources of the country was diverted in another direction than to develop the people of the country. Notice whenever the PNM is out of office, there is be a people-centered movement within the government till the PNM come back. Are gone.
Thank you. Who's on the outside?
TK, good morning to you. Morning to Newbie, Andy, and myself, Knox.
Yes. Good morning.
I listened to everybody calling this morning and been putting a little bit of 2 cents. Kid Oliver clip and all let's play. The people of Trinidad and Tobago are stupid. And the man real when he say that, because for the life of me, I'm 47 years of age. And for the life of me, so much of different things happen in this country under the 10 of the PNM. And yet still, we still have people will come out and go down dying and defend the PNM. Citizens of this country, the former Prime Minister in Mr. Manning warned us. And even though you're not here with us today, I'd be upset with him because you fire him, son, but the 1%ers tell you he have to stay. That's why we facing him today, because Manning had all the power to veto him when he come up for screening for election. But the 1%ers say he had to be there. Understand? So that alone says a lot to me. Citizens of this country. The only times in my life I can remember things were a bit easy for me was 80s under the NL and whenever the UNC in power. Understand? All you wake up and smell the coffee. The People's National Movement, the only good thing they ever do for this country is help this country gain independence. Other than that, they destroy this country. How can a country blessed with 2 pitch lake, natural resources, understand, water surrounding us? Yes, till the year come, year go, people have an issue for water. People getting problem with flooding. A whole heap of different things. It's bad road. Understand? The government lying to us. Coming and going. The Prime Minister so disrespectful and arrogant with himself. You go into a press conference and you telling the media, don't ask me this and don't ask me that. Son, the best thing ever do in your whole life as a politician was bring Guy Griffith in terms of helping to fight crime in this country. But because you can't control him, you remove him. Now what you're going in this country, citizens of this country, when the time come, when the election call, all they think about all the children, think about all the future. The People's National Movement don't care one rat's ass about we, the citizens of this country. They don't give a hoots about us. Understand? And it's so sad. Anybody from any walks of different life in this country who have any sort of little ideas to help elevate this country. Understand? As soon as they jump out, the first thing the parliament do is ridicule your name and drag it down in the mud. That's why we have so much of different people with a whole heap of different ideas. They're afraid to come forward. And whether if you only come and say let me carry my ideas by the UNC, your name can get dragged down. Because that's how the PNM is. All you wake up. This is my son talking here earlier. I from Carnage. I from Lansmeter. My last two little brothers lying down in the ground today from gun. Understand? The perpetrators never get hold as yet. But I know my mother for election call now. My mother will be front, head and center with them PNM and them. Maybe I can see that she like. But I tell you all you wake up people. Wake up. Wake up and open all the eyes. The PNM don't give a rat about us. I could go on and on and on. The close petition. The Bill petition headquarters unfinished. Panchenbego headquarters in City unfinished. 2,000 Shogunas unfinished. The People's Partnership Administration bill of state of the art cycling village home, they turn off the air condition. The bill of state of the art swimming pool, they turn off the pumps. We don't hear about this thing because the media are not picking up these things. All the media do is sugarcoat them for them because they're afraid to ask pertinent questions because they know if they talk questions, they'll be looking for work.
And I have to listen to that foolishness. The people of Trinidad and Tobago are stupid. And I have to listen to that foolishness. The people of Trinidad and Tobago are stupid.
Yeah. And this Saturday, they're going to be gathered in their numbers as they return, according to the invitation, the iconic Battersea House. Dr. Rowdy wants to make sure that he puts a stamp on these things from Mason Hall to Whitehall. The king has branded his territory and his achievements.